Yes, guys, everything bite-sized here. So this article looks interesting. It's called Keep a Mental Gratitude Journal for Less Stress. So I'm gonna just hit record and we're gonna crack straight on. Right. Feeling and expressing gratitude goes a long way towards alleviating your stress in daily life. Yeah, man, I've learned that looking at your what you have got and what's been done for you, and like it does really help like get rid of a lot of stress and put a lot of the bad stuff to bed. So yeah, sorry for like interrupting straight away. But yeah, feeling and expressing gratitude goes a long way towards alleviating, I love that word, alleviating, your stress in daily life. Intuitively, you know you should feel and express gratitude, but you may put it into practice less often than you think. Yeah, man, we all take things for granted. I think that's part of human nature. And sometimes that things get put into perspective and then we are grateful. But yeah, it sounds like this article is trying to help people be more grateful, because I'm sure gratitude and gratefulness are like, if gratefulness is even a word, it's the same thing. Okay, so you may look at exercise in the same way. You know you should do more of it. Oh, interesting, but you just don't. Sometimes you need to be reminded and encouraged. Keeping a journal makes it more likely that you'll be aware of the importance of gratitude and express gratitude more frequently. Okay, so first I've actually got to motivate myself to do the journal, but once I've done the journal, I will probably be grateful that I have, like, and that it was meant to be like a joke, but yeah, I think I'll be grateful for doing a gratitude journal. Yeah, I'm gonna bookmark this page, and then hopefully in the future I actually do it. Because it's a bit hypocritical me making this video, and then not actually doing it. Anyway, carrying on. Find a time when you have a few moments to yourself and think about 4 or 5 things in your life right now for which you are thankful. This could be on the train, on your way to work, on a coffee break at your desk, or at any quiet moment when you can step back and reflect. Here are some things you might be grateful for. That's true, you could do this anytime in your head. And then because we've all got smartphones, you've got a journal, you've got no excuse, you don't need a pen and paper. Right, so here are some of the things you might be grateful for: your health, your friends, your children, your relationship, your skills and talents, your home, your job, your life itself. Okay, so I'm going to work through these personally and see. Okay, so being grateful for my health. Okay, so I'm grateful that I didn't lose my hand when I had an abscess, because I'm an ex-heroin addict and I got an abscess from injecting too much into my wrist, and and I've still got my hand, so I can still play guitar. Well, I've got both hands. I can still play guitar and I can still type, and I'm very, very grateful for that. Physically, my health is good, and I'm very, very grateful for that. In my family, there's not really any in both sides of my family, there's not really any hereditary physical health problems. It's all mental health, substance abuse, that type of thing. So I'm grateful for my physical health, but that being said, so I've just got to turn off an alarm on my phone. I I am not so grateful for my mental health. My mental health is like not very good at all. It's yeah, it's not very good. But you know, it is what it is, and you just got to deal with it, ain't you? And I have got my physical health, so I should be grateful for that. Sorry, I'm just trying to multitask. I'm trying to sort this out on my phone, because otherwise my alarms are going to start dinging. Is it sorted? Is it sorted? Yeah, okay. At least for the next hour it's sorted. Right, so let's go through that again. So, am I grateful for my health? Yes, my physical health isn't so bad. I don't like the fact that I have to take so many psychotropic drugs for my mental health, and it worries me about my physical health because the drugs can be quite bad for you. I'm on 2 different antipsychotics, olanzapine and aripiprazole, and they really don't like giving them drugs out unless it's urgent and you need it. And with bipolar disorder, you do need it, because 20% of people who have bipolar disorder die in a very sad and tragic way, which I won't like specify, but you can probably guess. So it's urgent that I take these meds, and they have bad physical side effects. One of the main ones being weight gain, but somehow. So I gained weight. I gained like 4 stone on these meds, but then I managed to lose that 4 stone, which is incredible, and I'm grateful for that because it's nigh on impossible to lose weight when you're on these strong antipsychotics. But like, yeah, I know what I'm doing when it comes to health and fitness. I used to be really, really fit and really, really healthy. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm grateful for my physical health, but my mental health is in shambles, mate. Like honestly, like. I really do struggle, but I'm grateful that I'm on the medication I'm on, and because it has helped me out so much. I'll go into a little bit more detail. So before I was diagnosed and medicated for my bipolar disorder, I was self-medicating with drugs, and it's being on real drugs that are good for me, that like are prescribed by a doctor, that has helped me stay clean and sober. I'm grateful that they're in my life, because before I was diagnosed and medicated for it, where was I going with that? Before I was diagnosed and there we go. But before I was diagnosed and medicated with it, my moods would be really, really much more severe. My ups would be more severe to the point where I was balmy, and then my downs would be so severe to the point where you get as depressed as is possible, I think. And now, and I could be in that depressed state for a few months, usually a couple of weeks or a month or two, but yeah, like a long time. And then I'd be manic for a few days to a week. But after being medicated, I ironically switch, like I'm more unstable in a way because I switch between the two a lot faster. But I prefer that. So the ups and downs are less severe, but I switch like a rapid cycle now. And I prefer that because when I'm depressed, at least I know it's not going to last 2 months. Do you get me? So I am very grateful in a lot of ways for my health. It could be a lot worse, man. But you know, the next one, your friends. So I've thought over the years, I have cut out everyone out of my life. Yeah, some of them I've ghosted, which I feel really bad about. Some of them I've fallen out with, which is like sad. Some of them I've pushed away. Some of them have done things to me, and I've had to cut them out. And a couple of them have, well, a few of them have died, but a couple of them have died in that sad, tragic way. So I don't really have any friends, to put it bluntly. I really don't. Like, and I don't even speak to my mum or my dad. So honestly, I have no one in my life apart from, I'm not saying I don't have support. I've got support networks for my mental health and my drug recovery, and also a housing officer that comes, even though I've got my own flat, it's with a charity housing association, and they have support workers. So I've got people in my life, but I need to start making some new friends. The problem is because I was a drug addict for a few years, all of my old friends are bad influences, most of them. So that's another reason I cut out a lot of people from my life and don't have anyone in my life now. So I have to rebuild my life in a new town with no friends, and that's going to be a difficult task because of my social anxiety. And I have once I'm stuck in a situation, I'm very social and I get along with people very easy. I'm gregarious, and I'm really good at socializing with people. But it's that initial step, that initial hump of actually getting into a situation where I can make friends that I struggle with. Your children. Yeah, I am very grateful for my daughter. Even though my ex used me for a kid and stopped letting me see my daughter, and she's done the same with 2 other guys. Well, I don't know if they're allowed to see their kid or not, but she's used like 3 guys for kids now. I don't know the exact details of the other things, but all I know is she's had 3 kids with 3 different dads, me being one of them. And I'm very grateful for my daughter, even though the biggest pain and heartbreak in my life was having her torn away from me. It felt like I had an organ ripped out of me, and it's still always there in the back of my mind. And anytime I see a dad with their children, it cuts me up, man. Sorry, I feel really emotional, but yeah, that it cuts me up, and yeah, but I'm grateful for her because she get like knowing she was going to be born gave me the drive and ambition to start turning my life around. But then her getting ripped, I did turn my life around and I got sober. I had a successful online business, and then when my ex stopped letting me see her, I went into a massive downward spiral and eventually ended up on heroin. And I'm not trying to blame her for that, but if she had let me carry on seeing my daughter because I deserve to and I've done nothing wrong to deserve not seeing her, then I wouldn't have ever even thought or dreamt of trying heroin. And that's just a fact. Like, that's not me. I take responsibility for my actions. I reacted to the situation like that. It's my fault that I did that. I'm the one who put the needle in my arm. But I tell you what, if she didn't do what she did, then I never would have dreamt of it. So yeah, I am grateful. That's very personal. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm just trying to be blunt and honest on this channel. So yeah, I'm very grateful for my daughter, and I know I'll be able to build a relationship with her when she gets a bit older and can make her own decisions more easily. She's 11 now, so hopefully when she's a teenager or like at least like an adult, like she'll like, you know, like get in contact with me, or I'll get in contact with her, and who knows, see how it goes. I'm on the birth certificate, so you know she's going to see my name at some point because she's going to need the birth certificate to do things with like ID and that. So I'm really hoping it all works out. But yeah, ultimately, sorry, I just cracked my neck, I feel really emotional. Oh man. Anyway, yeah, I am grateful for my daughter, and I can't wait to be back in her life again, and I want to meet a nice lass and have a real proper family and really appreciate it. I think after having my child unfairly estranged from me, I think if I meet a nice lass and have a proper family, I will really appreciate it more than I would have otherwise. So like, I mean, like, I'd make a really good dad, and I was a really good dad, but you know, like, it is what it is. These things happen, unfortunately. So your relationship, I don't have a relationship with anyone, but when I am with someone and I do have a relationship, I do really appreciate it, and I'm really grateful for it when it's a healthy relationship. I've had quite a lot of unhealthy relationships where I'm not going to go into details, but yeah, I've had some bad relationships. I seem to attract really crazy chicks. And the problem is I'm attracted to really crazy chicks, and they seem to be attracted to me. So it's a bit deadly. I need to find a nice lass. I need to start going to church again, and hopefully find a nice lass. Yeah, and your skills and talents. Yeah, I am very grateful for my skills and talents. I have a lot of. I'm usually very self-critical, but when it comes to like media, video editing, marketing, branding, basic website building, basically content creation, writing, I can write articles, I can write stories. I'm very creative, and my skills and talents I'm very sure of, and I know what I'm doing. I have a past YouTube channel that got nearly 10 million views and made me $27,000 before it got demonetized because it was politically sensitive content, because I was talking about like I don't want to say their names, but a certain prince and a certain American mogul and a certain British woman socialite trio. I was talking about that sort of thing like years before it was a mainstream thing, because the information has been out there for a long time, but people just weren't talking about it. But I was, and I was talking about other stuff like that. So you know, that sort of topic, but in different areas like Hollywood, like you know, like. And I was talking about other conspiracy theories and stuff like that. So the channel could have made a lot more money, but it didn't. But it was never about the money. It was about making a Christian conspiracy theory channel, and I did that, and it was successful. And that's why I have faith in this channel blowing up, because I know what I'm doing. And you can tell if you go through my content, you can tell that I know what I'm doing, and I'm very grateful for that. I thank God that he's given me the skills that I have, and I'm not trying to sound big-headed, but I think it's important that you know yourself and you know your capabilities and your limitations. And I know what I can do, and I can do a lot, and I'm gonna do a lot. And if you see this early before my channel blows up, like, I promise you, you'll stick around, because it's gonna be a mental ride, mate. So anyway, you're home. I am very grateful for my flat. I've only just moved into it a couple months ago, but I have my own space. I've got a garden. There's a nice park right behind where I live. I am so grateful for it, because for years I was living in a supported accommodation hostel, sort of like what Americans would call a halfway house. And that was so stressful. But here I've got my own space, and I started my YouTube channel while I was in that place, but since I've been in here, I've been a lot more productive, and I sometimes enjoy life like more than I did, beforehand. So yeah, I'm very grateful for my home. Also, I've been homeless, and it was during winter, so I've got an extra appreciation, I think, of having a stable home environment. Another one, your job. So I see this as my job. I do see this channel as my job, basically my main job. So like it. I am very grateful. I love it. I love doing this, bro. Like, this is me. This is what I feel like I'm meant for. I love making content. I absolutely do. So, and even people who don't like their jobs should be grateful that they've got a job that can help support them, because like being on social security or benefits or whatever, yes, you get enough money to meet your basic needs, but you don't get that extra bit of money where you can do things with it. So having any job, like, you should really be grateful for. And if the job is too bad, get another one. So I know it's not as simple as that for some people around the world. Don't get me wrong. I'm talking about people in built-up Western countries. I know there's a lot of places where people have to do ridiculously hard work for pittance, and they're probably more grateful for their job than someone who's got a cushy job over here. But, it's crazy, like, the perspective. And the last one, your life itself. And I am very grateful for my life, like all the ups, all the downs, everything. I thank God for, because it's made me who I am today, and I feel like I am established as a stand-up guy, and I am grateful for my life. Like, I'm grateful for all the good experiences I've had, the bad experiences. It's all taught me a lot, and I feel like I'm a fairly intelligent guy. I feel like I can be quite funny and loving and caring, and I can be social, and I've got a lot of talent, and I thank God that he's made me the way I am. And I even thank him for all the hardships I've been through. So yeah, you should be grateful for your life, and that's coming from someone who tried to, hit the escape key on my life. Maybe sometimes that makes you more grateful when you survive. I don't know, but like, either way, yeah, no, I am grateful for my life. And it says add to this list and come up with additional aspects. So I'll read through that list quickly again. So these are things you might be grateful for: your health, your friends, your children, your relationship, your skills and talents, your home, your job, and your life itself. Add to this list and come up with additional aspects of your life for which you can feel grateful. What could I add to that list? Let me have a look. So I may as well do this exercise with you guys on the video, and then it will give, maybe you guys can jot down on a pen and paper or your phone alongside with your own thoughts, and add your thoughts to the comments. So you've got health, friends, children, relationship, skills and talents, home, job, life itself, food. I am very grateful for the the enjoyment I get from food, and my cooking skills. I'm very grateful for God for creating the universe and creating life. I'm very grateful for comedy. I'm very grateful for music. I'm very grateful for. Huh, interesting. I'm very grateful for this, for being able to do this, to enjoy doing this, and hopefully make content that other people enjoy. Yeah. I'm grateful for YouTube. I'm grateful for the platform and its ability to allow anyone to express themselves and to build niche communities that otherwise wouldn't exist. Same as like Reddit. Yeah, no, I'm grateful for YouTube. I'm grateful for Reddit. I'm grateful for Google in general as well as YouTube. Like, because Google like allows me to find out anything I want instantly, and I love that. So the company that owns Google, Alphabet, thank you. It's mad to think that a company owns Google when Google owns like so much. Like, and I'm really grateful for all the tools Google offers, like Google Keep. I use that religiously, like as to jot down all sorts of stuff. Obviously Gmail. I'm grateful for yeah, just the internet. I'm grateful for the internet and its amazing ability to bring people together and to spread news around the world instantly and connect with people. I'm grateful for all of that, for technology, for yeah. Grateful for all of that, man. So add to this list and come up with additional aspects for your life for which you can feel grateful. For some people, carrying out this exercise daily might work best. For others, once a week might be enough. If you're a good journal keeper, you may want to jot down these objects of gratitude. Either way, try to make this exercise a regular part of your day or week. Oh, that's very interesting. So I suppose they're talking about instead of like, I think meta would be the right expression, meta things to be grateful of, like overarching big things. I think they're talking about like daily life, like, oh, I'm really grateful for that conversation I had with that person yesterday, or you know, like I think that's kind of what they're getting at. Or I'm really grateful for that amazing meal I had the other day, like really specific local things. That's how I see it. So I'll read that out again. For some people, carrying out this exercise daily may work best. For others, once a week may be enough. If you're a good journal keeper, you may want to jot down objects of gratitude. Either way, try to make this exercise a regular part of your day or week. Okay, so I'm going to have a little bit of tea and a vape. Give me a sec. As you know, I like doing it all in one take. So yeah, that's a lot to unpack and a lot to think about. And me having a little vape and a little bit of tea gives us all time to maybe think of more things to be grateful of. I'm grateful for my daughter. I really am. I know it said that already, but I am really grateful for my daughter, because the time I did get to spend with her until she was 4 or 5 was the best years of my life, like by far. I absolutely loved being a dad. I know I'm still a dad, but I'm not a father, if that makes sense, because it's been taken away from me. But like, and she's been taken away from me. When I said it, I mean the ability to be a father. But you know, let me have a vape. It's very sad. I don't really want to go into details and tell a long life story about it, because I'll probably end up crying, to be honest. Oh, one of my games is nearly downloaded. It's a game that I'm going to use to record footage and use in more videos. Resident Evil 5 Gold. I've not played it before. I'm gonna have a few vapes. As I'm vaping, I'm gonna go back down the list of things you might be grateful for. Your health. I'm grateful I'm not smoking anymore. I'm not saying vaping's perfect, but it's 100% better than smoking. And when I say 100%, I don't mean it's 100% better than smoking, but 100% fact, it is at least a bit better than smoking. And I'm grateful that I don't smoke anymore. I'm grateful that I don't do heroin anymore. I forgot about that. I'm grateful that I don't do cocaine anymore. I'll just say it, crack cocaine anymore. I'm grateful that I don't smoke weed anymore. I'm grateful that I rarely drink. I'm grateful that I don't smoke cigarettes. I need to start exercising again, and when I do, I'll be grateful of that. But I'm grateful of the fact that I built loads of muscle in the past. So even though I've got fat over the top of it, I'm a strong, big guy, and I'm grateful for that. Because I feel like as a man, you should be strong. I really do. So the next one's your friends. I'm grateful for all the friends I've had and all the experiences I've had with them. I'm grateful for my friend who hit the escape key, because me and him had our own language, culture, sense of humour. I'm grateful for all the support we've given each other over the years, and you know, I've got a video about my bereavement and grief if you want to check it out and get more details about that. Definitely. And the next one's your children. And you should be grateful for your children. I know they can be annoying at times, like especially teenagers, but you should absolutely take time to be grateful for your children. Because I'll tell you what, when your child is taken away from you, you like realize that you really realize this sort of stuff. Next one, your relationship. If you've got a partner that you get along with and it's a healthy relationship, you are so blessed, and you should really take time to accept that, because not everyone has that, and a lot of people who don't have that really want that, and for whatever reason they don't have it, or they don't have it yet, and you should be very grateful for that. Your skills and talents. If you feel like you don't have any skills and talents, there's no reason you can't get skills and talents. I mean, I suppose skills are things you learn, and talents are things you sort of are innately good at. That's how I see it. I could be wrong. Feel free to correct me in the comments. Maybe it's a subjective thing, I don't know, but feel free to correct me. But so you might not be necessarily very talented at something, but you can still learn skills. You know, so and you should be grateful if you've got skills and talents. And your home, yeah, trust me, being homeless, that is no joke, bro. Like, I swear to you, like, that is no joke. Anyone who's been homeless will absolutely understand the value of having a safe, secure environment to rest your head, and to cook and prepare meals, and to have washing facilities, and to, you know, like be able to store items safely, to sleep well at night. Yeah, you should be very grateful. And your job, even if it's not the best job in the world, there's people like who have to climb down volcanoes and get sulfur with like no protective equipment, and they get pittance for it. There's people in the world. Well, I don't need to go into it. Everyone knows that. There's a lot of areas in the world where jobs are hell, and all you get for it is just enough to get enough to eat and nothing else, and you live in squalor, and there's nothing you can do about it. So if you've got a job in the Western world, or even the Eastern world, and you've got enough money to keep a roof over your head and eat, then you should be grateful 100%. And your life itself, you should be grateful that you can breathe, that you're alive. Like, life is valuable, life is precious, and sometimes it takes losing someone or nearly losing yourself to realize that. But yeah, life is very short, so enjoy it, and as much as possible, and appreciate it, and remember that there's people whose lives are a lot worse than yours. Okay, so add to this list and come up with additional aspects of your life for which you can feel grateful. For some people, carrying out this exercise daily may work best. For others, once a week may be enough. If you're a good journal keeper, you may want to jot down these objects of gratitude. Either way, try to make this exercise a regular part of your day or week. Okay, that's very interesting. Okay, let's move on. This is saying remember. So acknowledging those parts of your life for which you should be grateful is important. Expressing gratitude to others is the other part. Okay, yeah, expressing gratitude to others. I didn't even think of it in that context. So too often we feel gratitude but fail to express it. our hearts are in the right place, but we don't communicate our gratitude to the other person. So yeah, if you're grateful for your partner, let them know. If you're grateful for having your kids, let them know. Like, if you're grateful for your job, let your boss know. Like, this communication can take the form of a simple thank you or a more elaborate expression of gratitude. I guess in like an elaborate expression is like more for a romantic or platonic friendship or relationship rather than a job. You could do an elaborate expression of gratitude to your boss, but they might take it a bit weird. Okay. It can be in response to a specific behavior or larger pattern of behavior on the other person's part. Okay, so it can be in response to a specific behavior or a larger pattern of behavior on the other person's part. Okay, it can be something that happened recently or something that goes way back. It can be someone you know personally or someone you only know of. Oh, I'm guessing someone you know of who has somehow indirectly impacted your life in a positive way. That's how I'm interpreting it anyway. So it can be a close connection such as a family member or someone more remote such as a mail carrier, an author, or your child's teacher. I mean, why not? The mail carrier, I mean, and an author. Like if an author or someone who's created content has helped you, I suppose it's good to show gratitude. Your child and your child's teacher. Yeah, if your child's teacher is good, I'll definitely show them gratitude. Like that's because I mean, like your kids spending how many hours a week at school. So if they've got a good teacher, that's gold. Because a good teacher is such a blessing. Okay, so this is the last paragraph. These days, you have plenty of options for delivering your message. The vehicle for gratitude could be a face-to-face meeting, a phone call, an email, an instant message, a text message, or perhaps even a letter. Don't wait for next Thanksgiving. I like that. Yeah, don't wait for Christmas or Thanksgiving. Just be grateful all the time. So yeah, this has been Everything Bite-Sized. Be grateful for your life. Be grateful for the good things in your life. Stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.